1-0 victory at the Oval today, another late one. Just get your thoughts on the game.
Great time to score, great goal. I thought that the first half we played some good football. I thought we were better than them in the first half. We created some chances. We got in behind them a few times, especially down the left hand side. We had some success, and Marcus King got in behind him, Jay Donnelly got in behind him. We fizzed a couple of crosses, could have ended up in the net. But over the run of play in the first 45, I thought we were the better team. Second half came out, was a bit scrappy, I think, from both teams. In terms of the number of long balls were played by us, by them. Thought overall we were comfortable. I mean, there's a lot of long balls, there's a lot of battles for second balls, but I thought over the course of the 90 minutes we deserved the 3 points.
That's the case of battling right to the end, and when Jay got his chance, he took it very well.
Yeah, it's at that moment of the game, a bouncing ball to keep your composure and lift it like that over the keeper. It's not an easy finish, so credit to him. I believe it was Andrew Mitchell played the ball through to him. So Andrew Mitchell, he won the free kick for us the other night at Warren Point as well, where we got the cross from for Jay's goal. So I've always said to the players, you can be a hero in 40 matches, you can be a hero in 40 minutes, and that's why you have a squad. Mitch has come in and affected the last game at Warren Point. He's affected the game here today, and it's a credit to these boys. They keep training hard, part of the squad, get their minutes when they can, and when they get those minutes, they have to make them count.
And later on, Crusaders had a couple of chances, a bit frantic near the end. Was heart and mouth a couple of moments.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what you expect. I mean, we predicted their starting lineup would be the midfield three of Laurie, Cadell and Forsyth. That was the midfield they went against Linfield a couple of Friday nights ago, and it's strong, it's aggressive, it's experienced. And then of course we predicted that they're going to bring in Owens or Leckie, and because that's what they're good at. And when they bring those bodies forward, and they'll clip balls in from deep, from wide, and it's from the outside looking at it, it appears that there's chances when it's really chaos, so there's balls into the box. And in this league, in any league, if you are not composed and deal with them well, eventually those will turn into half chances. All it needs is it's basically percentage football. You put it into good areas, you might get a knockdown, you might get a chance on goal, you might pick up a second ball and rattle it in, and you saw that. That's what happened. Early balls, often balls into the box, and they create chances. The chance at the end that fell to Laurie, I think it was, where he headed over, was probably their best chance. It was probably harder to miss that, but what people didn't see was that Luke McCulloch got a touch on it right before Laurie headed it. So that deflection off Luke steers it away from Laurie, and results in him missing that. So credit to Luke for getting anything on it. But I thought our back four were comfortable, even though they had to deal with a lot of pressure. And Crusaders do that to you. They're a good team, they're well coached, they've had a decade of success, so anytime you play the Cruise, it's a hard match, so credit to them. They went right to the end.
As you say, the defence was resolute, kept that clean sheet, but a big positive is as well, Luke McCulloch's bringing the ball out, with other defenders bringing the ball out and starting attacks as well from the back. Yeah,
and you can see, look, sometimes with the quality he has, sometimes he gets frustrated when he's looking for those passing options. But sometimes on the pitch, the surface, it's not easy to slide those perfect balls through, and you're under pressure from opponents in the middle of the park. It's congested. So, Luke has been brilliant. He does lead that line well, and he does bring the ball out well. And as does Paddy. Paddy's learned a lot from him, I think, this season in terms of learning how to play out of the back. Moko was great today. I thought Caelan Marin was steady as usual. It's a real solid back four. We've also got the ability to put Reece into that back four at any time. So, yeah, nice to not concede again. Nice that we've started our, making the Oval a hard place to come again in terms of not conceding. So that was pleasing as well, not to concede.
And there's been a lot spoken about this week, potentially with the amount of games that we're playing, the quality could perhaps drop off. But late in the game today, there was plenty of action, there was plenty of quality.
Yeah, no, I know our team. I mean, I see the stats. I see there's stats across the league from the Y Scout stats, from Instat. And you can see the stats. I know our team is fit. I know our team can run. I know our team can maintain a good tempo. I know our team gets final third entries. I know our team creates more shots. I know our team can maintain recovering the ball quickly from the opponent. So all those things point towards a team that's is doing well and moving in the right direction. Those don't guarantee you wins, but they guarantee you that you can at least perform. And wins and losses happen. That's football. You're also competing against 11 other men who are trying their best. But when I look at the stats, when I see some of our performances, I know that these boys are moving in the right direction, and we can maintain a good level of play. And with the squad that we have, we're going to have to tap into it over the next weeks, because it's Tuesday, Saturday, or Tuesday, Friday from now till the end of the season. You know, we now have Coleraine in a few weeks' time on a Tuesday and a Friday night. You know, to play the same team in 3 days, and then the following Friday night we have Larne here at home. So the BBC and Niffle have moved 2 of our games to Friday night, so there's another challenge. But yeah, we're not complaining about it. It is what it is, and the players are resilient. They're strong, and part of it now has to be strong in their brain. You know, to be able to flick a switch and say, right, we've got to go. Tired bodies, tired legs, but their brain takes over and gets them through it. And I think you saw that today.
And any update on the squad? Dade or McDermott didn't feature, obviously. Any concerns there?
McDade will be back by next week, and McManaman, he has received a scan. We're sending him to see a specialist on Monday or Tuesday, but likely he's going to be out for multiple weeks. So that's the nature of football. An innocuous challenge against Warren Point and damaged the big toe. I mean, I don't think as managers we've faced many players who've damaged the big toe, but that's the way it is. Unfortunate for him, unfortunate for us, because he was doing really well. But that's why we have a team, that's why we have a squad. Somebody else will fill in that void, and they'll do well. The boys are all committed. We have players training now out on the pitch after the game, and they're all looking to get into the lineup. So, example is Jamie McDermott today. You know, he's been knocking on the door to get into, and he got some good minutes today. Not as sharp as he probably was, but that's not his fault. You know, that's the nature of not playing in a long time. So nice to get him back into the swing of things. We've got other players who are looking to get in. You know, Chris Gallagher hasn't played in the last couple of games, but he's been outstanding first part of the season. He's playing a lot of games, a lot of minutes in his legs. Dale Gorman just got in today, had to limp off after a minute. Shannon Clucas didn't play a lot, but he was outstanding against Warren Point. Also did well when he came in today. You know, Hervoy still finding his feet again after a long layoff, almost a year out. So these are things we have to juggle, and hopefully we juggle them well. And the team that juggles them sort of more optimally will probably do well towards the end, because the Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, Friday, Saturday, whatever they're coming, is hard. It's hard on a small squad, we know that. But we're happy that we're relatively healthy, apart from Connor now. Kieran O'Connor will be back in training this week. Robbie will be back. So apart from Connor McManaman, we're healthy, and hopefully we get Connor back. You know, he's a big part of this plan moving forward. As I've always said, this is not about 1 season or 2 seasons. This is about the next 10 years for Glentoran. And you know, we have a relatively young squad, and this is another step this season. Where we end up, we don't know. But next season, we have to build again, you know, to take a bigger step. So it's a good time for Glentoran, and hopefully we continue and finish this season strong.
And finally, just another trip against the North Belfast side on Tuesday, Cliftonville away. Just thoughts building up to that game.
They had a great result today. They signed a lot of players in January. They took them a while to gel, probably, as in the early performances after the January window, but they started to play well. They picked up some good results recently, and it's a hard place to go when you consider the surface. Paddy has them well coached. They try to play football the right way. They're comfortable on the ball, they'll knock it around, they're enthusiastic, they're positive with the ball. So, hard place to go. We've always had good games against them up there. They've won some, we've won some. But we're expecting a really, really tough game against a talented team who are managed and coached really well. But it's another step we have to take, because we'll play Tuesday, then we've got Saturday against Portadown. So, will we win all the games from now to the end of the season? Unlikely. Will we lose 1 or 2? Probably. So, you know, if we go there and put in a good performance on Tuesday, get out of there with the 3 points, we'll be happy.